All right. We are now live. Let me double check. All right. So let me do a couple of things here. All right. Well, while I am sending out the signal, this is episode one of the Millennials or What's Going On Millennials podcast.
Good morning. Episode 1. Dude.
We're here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. Let me go ahead and send out the signal on these socials. We're live. Type shit.
So we're two millennials. What is going on?
that shit, right? That part. Man.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Shit. Hold on. I gotta put music on it.
All right.
Let's get it.
All right. Gotta add some stuff.
Yes, Lord.
A link.
Let's do the fun.
Let's get it.
What the hell? You heard all that, I guess.
I did. That was nice.
Yeah. Gotta love. Okay, where's all the? Oh, there we go. All right. Copy link. Should have probably did this ahead of time.
What's going on?
An older millennial trying to use social media. That's what's going on.
Newer social media too? Like, you said you were gonna open Blue Sky?
Yeah. So, but I'm just using Instagram for right now. Just like, hey, we're live.
Okay. Freaking, it's like now that there's Blue Sky, I always wondered why people didn't just go back to MySpace.
We have betrayed Tom. Tom was our only friend.
Consistency, man. He was always there. Fuck, and not
When
like
no one else was, Tom was there.
and he didn't spam your feed like Musk. Like it just Tom was just there, silent but loyal. You know, like fuck. Is Tom still there?
Tom
Fuck,
is
I haven't.
he's still there till this day. Till this day. I haven't
I
been on MySpace in forever though. Because I
yeah,
forgot,
same.
like I forgot my old password for my old email. Because I had like 2 Yahoo emails and I can't remember the password for the old one, so I'm like kind of SOL.
Same.
So I'm just like, oh
Yeah,
man,
nah.
there's no way to recover that shit.
Yeah, and they took pictures down and shit too. So like I tried to recover some stuff and I just could not figure out my password
Yeah.
and my
Mhm.
in the password to my email either. So I'm like, oh man, Hotmail.
Hotmail.
Fucking Hotmail. MSN chat, all that shit.
Man, crazy work.
So we got the I can't see
I'm
the thing, man.
the game. I'm presenting it, which is weird, but it doesn't want to. It's not showing up here. I should
Yeah,
have.
like eh,
No, nothing, nothing at all. Interesting.
well shit.
Oh, that's okay. Can't do Tom dirty like that. You damn right, John. He was our friend. He was our one only friend. He greeted us into MySpace because to make sure we weren't alone in all this.
Oh shit, man.
Oh
Ah,
shit. Oh, that's crazy work.
dude. So
Yeah.
so yeah, the question stands though. How's it going on? How's it going?
Well, it seems like because we do have a lot to talk about, like real shit. Because
Yeah.
like the election, oh my god, oh my god, dude. Listen,
uh,
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I wasn't even gonna vote this year. I was gonna sit this one out because I'm like, all right, maybe Kamala. She was most likely gonna get Nevada. But I'm all like, let me make sure. Let me just make sure. Let me just go. I went right after work, cast my vote, woke up, and I'm all like, oh, we flipped red this year. Huh, great, good to know. Because
dude, California, man. Like California got redder than expected, and I'm like, fuck, nah.
yeah, yeah, nah, like that's crazy work. Like I couldn't even. I was like, nah, there's no way. There's no way. But then again, like ever since I've been living out here, I've been like I have been told that Nevada is like the south of the West. So I'm all like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not surprised at this result. Like, say what you will about like misogyny and racism, all that shit, but like, if they weren't gonna vote for a white woman, they definitely weren't gonna vote for a black woman. So and and despite all that, like Kamala ran a much better campaign than Hillary Clinton. So like she didn't mention anything about gender. She didn't really mention anything about her race. She didn't do the whole woke speech. Like she literally ran a really like, if I'm being honest, a very like I wouldn't say like right wing like campaign, but it was very right leaning. Like she didn't really get like too like woke, quote unquote.
And that's I guess like the disconnect I've seen as of late in like social commentary, I guess.
Yeah.
Fucking was it that she went to right, and I'm kind of stuck in this kind of processing part of like, did she go to right? Because like Cheney, man, but I'm still like behind the fact that she shows that she can work with the other side while the other side is not completely fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also see how her cozying up to everyone that is like already well connected, well known, could seen as like more of the same,
Yeah.
causing a lot of like apathy and shit. Um, for like trying to think strategy, for like the next election.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm kind of still digesting that part, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this like, okay, what is the next step, and also like um laughing at the realizations of other people of like, oh wait, what are tariffs? And I'm like, oh
Right.
buddy.
Right. Was the most researched thing like after the election? Like, are you dead ass right now?
Oh
Y'all
my god.
like someone came up with like the best analogy for this election. It was just like, so y'all had like an open book test and y'all failed and y'all want to look up the answers after the fact. Great. Have fun with that. Have fucking fun with that.
Legit. Like, oh man.
Like
And
that's bonkers to me. That's just straight up bonkers.
yeah, like and while I want to be surprised, I'm not, because
Mm-hmm.
I did see it in school, man. Like open book test, people would not take up the book, and I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
It's open book.
Yeah.
Grab that book. Just double check. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And then they fail. I'm like, I never understood that.
Right.
And but yeah, dude.
I
Do
couldn't.
you believe that a primary could have made a difference?
Yes. No. It legit would have made all the difference. It would have made all the difference because it would have seemed a lot more like democratic. Like people weren't feeling like, oh yeah, she's the pick right off the bat. Like, did nobody? Honestly, I've been I've been saying this for years. All right, like I said this the last election, that the only reason why Kamala got picked was to bolster her to be the next president, and then she was already a weak candidate to me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when you think about like her whole tenure like as VP throughout these entire like 4 years, like she has been like radio silent. Like we don't really hear from her. Like nothing. Like especially when like Roe v. Wade got overturned, fucking quiet. Like you're the most powerful woman in the land and you're kind of and you're just like, dragging your feet on this shit. Like if there was any time to like bolster Kamala's like as like an actual leader on something, it should have been around surrounding that. But she only really came to life because she had to run for president.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Fucking, I had not thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Like that would have been if she had presidential aspirations, which she did because she ran before, right? Like
exactly. She ran before, and then check this out. She was the first one to drop out.
Yep.
She was the first one to drop out, and then she couldn't even win her home state.
Dude.
So tell me, why am I supposed to believe that Kamala was even a strong candidate at that time? Now, and admittedly, I said Tulsi Gabbard, but that commentary, that one aged like milk. So I'll gladly take an L on that one because I swear to God.
Hey man, people got played by cinema.
Bruh,
people think get played, man. Like
dude,
the shit happens.
Man, like I couldn't believe that shit. Couldn't believe it.
So I still think that honestly, because sadly the system we have right now revolves around money,
Yeah,
she would have still been the nominee even with a primary
right.
because of the cash, I think.
Yeah,
But like I'm cynical as fuck sometimes, and I would have not still like even if there would have been a primary, she would have ended up winning because of money, and then it ended up being the same result. So to me, it's just wasted money.
yeah,
But I don't know. Like I know that voting is sadly like 85% feels. Uh, so oh shit.
yeah. I figured it out.
Boom!
All right, figured it the fuck out. But anyways, but yeah, dude. You're 100% right on that because like people like and this is another thing I've been saying this for years too. We don't vote on policy, we vote on emotion because I swear to fucking God, if people had actually listened back in 2016, Bernie would have been our president.
Oof.
But unfortunately, Democrats kind of fucked over an actual populace and then bolstered a fake one. And this is what we ended up with. Like, I don't know if you've been hearing lately, but like people are pushing Jon Stewart for president. Like, have you been hearing that? Have you been hearing that
Yeah,
sentiment lately?
I have. Basically like a populist versus a populist.
Right.
Um,
Not only that, but like a celebrity populist though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do you think
Listen.
do you think he'll pick it up? Because like I mean, he came back, and I liked that episode where he basically said that he stepped down for a bit, but then realized that this change is forever work. You know.
Hmm.
Uh, so I don't know if he'll make the leap. I don't know if he'll go like, oh, well, the next logical step is fuck it, I'm president.
Yeah. Yeah. And part of me wants to say no. I think we'll have to just find somebody else because I think the stuff that he's doing right now I think is important. Is just about getting the message out to the people. But I will say though, like whoever Democrats end up running, like it cannot be a milk toast fucking like typical politician. They need to run and it sucks because this is where we have gotten to. Like I wish we didn't
Yeah,
have to go this route of running like a celebrity type.
WWE politics, kind
You
of
know what I
like
mean? Yeah, exactly. Like
yeah,
literally WWE. Like Linda McMahon is was picked to be in
that
charge
shit.
of
Oh my
Department of
god.
Education. So you know what I mean? Like her husband is literally catching a case for sexual assault and fucking sex trafficking. So you know this
You
goes
gotta
to
put
show
her.
you where the hell we're at
No,
right now.
like it is driving me insane
Yeah.
that these motherfuckers, right? What was that movie about like human trafficking and shit that they like would not shut up about? But the director ended up being a fucking molester or some shit.
How the turntables.
I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, man. It was in theaters. Like all these right wingers were like, "Think about the children,"
Oh
and then
man.
they're okay with an administration with a plethora of fucking suspected molesters and human traffickers and all this thing. I don't. What kind of fucking bullshit happened to your brain cells to like do these kind of. Oh my god, I just a loophole, so I don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to
The
tell you. I don't know what
the
to
hypotenuse,
really.
man.
I don't
Like,
know.
woo!
I I don't I don't know what to really say to that. It's just like it's just the current state of things, and it's just who we have in charge. It's just like the fact that Trump was even able to run again, despite like you would think like January 6th would have been enough to be like, all right, this has gone a little too far, right? But
Yeah, we're
apparently it
not playing
wasn't.
no more.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. And
All right.
and Biden is gonna go down as the worst president because the whole because Biden really was supposed to kind of like shepherd us out of Trumpism, and he didn't do that. Didn't do it. We're still
He
here.
was he was too tame in my opinion. Uh like he did decent policy and shit, but like
Yeah.
he did not start denouncing until like late into like when he actually started campaigning again.
I think it was
Uh
his what's it called? His what is it called? Something that the president they do that like 2 years into their presidency, like the what is it called? Do you know what it's called?
nah.
Presidential address, some shit like that. They do that like 2 years into their presidency.
Oh,
Pretty much kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah,
here's
yeah,
what we
yeah.
did the last 2 years, and then like then they started calling him Dark Brandon because it was like all red
Yeah,
in the background and shit, and he was talking about going after MAGA and all that shit. Didn't do it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Did not do it. Did not. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
his name? The AG, Merrick Garland.
Yeah.
This dude just like I don't understand. Why is he so afraid?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I couldn't tell you on that one. But yeah, it's just been a show. Like we have literally like have like the whole world's all like America, what's going on? Y'all good?
Yeah, no, legit.
I thought we weren't supposed to be doing this again, but here we are doing this again.
Dude. And then like it's just so much, man. There's like so much to question. Like fuck, man, like I was saying the other day, fucking Vice President First Lady Elon Musk, like why would you how could you be more for sale, you know?
Right.
Like whew. But do you think
Oh, what?
oh nah.
Nah, I thought
As a
yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say like do you think that like let's say hypothetically, right? Like Blue Sky really takes off.
Mhm.
Twitter Twitter's gone.
Oh
Complete
no,
loss, complete bust.
Twitter going away? I don't see it, but all right, I'm
Nah?
listening though. I'm listening. I'm
You don't
listening
think
though.
like it can go like truth social way, like just pure chamber?
Echo chamber of like right wing bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's where it's going. That's pretty much where it's been since Elon been in charge of Twitter. Like when Elon bought out Twitter, you know what was trending? The hard ER. hard ER.
Oh,
Hard ERs was
dang.
trending when he bought Twitter. Yeah. So I mean like I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Cause that's where we are at right now. That's why there's been like this mass exodus of Twitter right now.
Dude.
So I mean, it is what it is on that part. We already there, baby. What you
Yep,
mean?
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Shit.
And I saw
Mm.
someone like making this comment, like basically,
Oh my god.
what if like means to an end, like get Twitter, get the main source, like a way to communicate,
hmm
and make it so your real target is the president's pocket, man. Like you make yourself well connected using that, then
Right.
did he really lose? Because now he has like more government contracts and more shit.
Right. We're gonna get Tesla soldiers. It's happening.
Oh my god, no! And the Cybertrucks. Oh,
Skynet is happening.
oh shit!
Judgment Day is inevitable.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, part of me feels like we're just gonna there's gonna be a lot of uncertainty for like the next couple of years for sure. Because like I don't know if you heard that Donald Trump is apparently kind of like rolling back his rhetoric on tariffs because Mexican president was not playing that shit.
oh man.
She was
Yeah,
not
no,
playing that shit. She was like, "Hold on, motherfucker."
Yeah, this will hurt my economy, but guess what? It's gonna hurt GM like a motherfucker.
Right.
Hey.
Like, don't play me. She was like, don't play me.
Oh man, that lady's not kidding.
Don't play me. Same thing with Trudeau. Canada wasn't playing that shit either. Like, nah, homie. You all right. You want tariffs?
And like,
we're your friends. Just remember, we're your friends.
and it's crazy, like the fucking message that it sends, because Trump negotiated the treaty that we have between all three countries at the moment, right? Because he
Right.
called the last one trash,
hmm
and now he's just reneging on his own shit.
Crazy
So,
work,
like,
right? Crazy work.
yeah, no, fucking over here. I hate to bring it up because I sound paranoid as fuck,
Yeah.
but like China, man, like
China.
China.
China. We're gonna put tariffs from Chinese goods, and China's gonna pay for it.
China is a master of soft power, man.
Yeah.
They've been building and cozying up to like Mexico for a very long time.
hmm
Developing
know.
infrastructure and shit.
They know the deal.
And yeah, nah, man, they're like the whip doesn't work, but if you like build
you catch more flies with honey, bro. That's simply how it works.
Yeah.
Always.
They're assholes in their country.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, man.
The other people, yeah. I mean, like they've been doing the same thing in Africa too. They've been bolstering Africa for a hot minute now.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So I mean, like,
it's gonna pay off, especially if the world see like, oh, these motherfuckers just keep electing bullies. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna have repercussions in the long run, in the medium run, shortish run.
Right.
Around there.
Short term. We'll just say like short termish, right?
Yeah. Ah, man. This motherfucker.
Yeah. Damn right, John. Man, she was not fucking around. I saw what she wrote. I'm like, oh, all right. See? If Kamala had enough balls just like her.
Dude.
I'm just saying.
My God.
I'm just saying, man, like I don't know. Cause like personally I feel like when it comes to like the Democratic strategy, I don't think they're gonna run another female for a hot minute.
I don't think so either.
I don't think
so either.
And if they do run a female, she's either gonna take a VP spot and she's gonna be Republican light. We're gonna get another like a Christian Cinema or some shit. Basically.
I hate the fact that I think you're right. Because I don't want that.
No, nobody wants that. But you know what? That's just the politics. Like the thing is just like not Republicans, but Democrats have shifted right ever since Clinton. Like ever since the Clinton admin, like this
Yeah.
whole, like pretty much what we're seeing right now is basically like the whole Clinton administration, like the Democratic Party as we know it now is like their little like project, their little weird political science project, and we're paying the price for it.
Hard, man.
Hard.
It's. I think I've told you before, but like my biggest fear is um in the 80s when fucking what was his name?
Who?
The Mexican president in the 80s.
Oh.
During an economic collapse, he takes
Oh,
over.
right.
He fucking hyper privatizes the Mexican economy, and
Right.
then every president after continues to hyper privatize every sector of the Mexican economy to the point that like everything is owned by private companies and gives no right to the employee, man. Like it just destroyed the Mexican government. That's why this woman is coming in like guns fucking blazing. She
Kind of
has
like
to.
undoing the last like almost 40 years of just shitty policy.
Yep.
I feel that.
Yeah. And the like the other side of the coin is that a lot of people are saying that because there was a new party made, Morena, a lot of people from previous administrations just joined that party.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, oh well, how can she clear out corruption if she just grabbed the same corrupt governors and mayors and shit and made them part of her party?
Right.
Well, the previous president's party. So we'll see, man. AMLO did a lot. Fuck, man. Part of me thinks that like we're just gonna have to go through it.
Yeah. it's gonna
collectively.
Suck. It's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
Yep. It's gonna suck. It's just what it is right now. And
yeah,
unfortunately, I wish it didn't have to come to this. But here's where we are. This is the era of fuck around and find out.
mm-hmm.
This is where we are. I gotta get my dual citizenship. The only one I think people will go for is Michelle Obama, but she doesn't like the idea. No. We do not need no, because Michelle Obama is also a part of that Democratic fucking social experiment that the Clintons have created, because like Obama essentially ran as a fake populist, and because he didn't do shit, that's why he fucking lost the House and the Senate in his second term. Period. It's going back to what we know for sure is just like we've been here before. We don't need to go back to that. And also, I'm kind of over Michelle Obama being called a monkey.
Holy shit! Wait, what?
Oh, dude, this was literally the whole administration, because like when they said like, oh, racism is dead because we finally got a black guy in office, throughout his whole like administration, like him and his wife are being pretty much berated. That's the only reason why we ended up with a Trump-like figure, because like white people were fucking pissed off that a black man was in office, and then they went so far right. This is how we ended up from Barack Obama to Donald Trump in the first place.
Good old racism.
Yeah, like the country really showed itself. Not even really showed itself. It was like we already knew this. There's nothing new here. I'm not surprised. No, we don't need Michelle Obama anywhere. No.
Anyway, I'm new to the place, man. I didn't know.
Yeah,
it's just not in Hollywood.
Truth be told, you were on a boat. You were just not here.
Woo!
So I kind of understand why you weren't really privy to a lot of the things that were going on. But back at home, we was going through it too. We was
Fuck,
going through
man.
it. And they want to talk about,
Nah,
oh,
like,
be respectful to the first lady when Donald Trump was in office. And then I'm just like, yeah, when y'all was calling Michelle Obama a monkey for the last 8 years, and Obama's a Muslim and this, that, and the third and shit. Like, nah, fuck y'all. Now y'all want to be respectful to the first lady and shit. All right.
dude, did you see what Putin did?
Yeah,
After
leaked his
Trump got
wife's nudes and
elected?
shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
This man is bought and paid for, man. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Just it's gonna be a
get
rough
out of
ride.
here, bro. You're done. Your goose is cooked.
This is gonna be a rough ride, man. Like, I guess like trying to keep my head calm and not just think about all the shitty parts of this shit.
Right. It's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah. Do you have any strategy for, like, not to sound shitty, but like take advantage of this?
Take advantage? Well, I don't really know what the current strategy is right now, because we gotta see what he does as once he gets back in the office, like what he actually does, because it's really hard to react to things that he's going to say. But because the way things are looking right now, he might back off on the tariffs. At least that's what it's looking like. Because, the whole country got sold out because people were complaining that eggs are too expensive. Meanwhile, he's been telling you that I'm going to make eggs more expensive.
Dude,
and then
it drives me insane.
And then make another country pay for it. So, like, honestly, this is going to sound fucked up, but I feel like we kind of have to go through the worst of it so that way people can actually wake the fuck up.
Yeah, like part of me, like, I hate it because part of me wants all this to happen, and that's why I'm preparing myself economically.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want it to happen because my fellow human beings, man, like, I don't want people to suffer.
Right.
But
at the same time, motherfuckers chose this shit. So
yeah,
hey.
like that kid keeps playing with that fork around that outlet, man, and like
exactly. You made that, you slept in that bed. You got to make that bed now. This is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. This is what you voted for. Unfortunately, like, this is where we're at. So, you can't really be. It was the what they call it, the leopards.
Eating your face or some shit like that.
Yeah. The leopards eating your face party now are eating my face.
Yeah.
Like, why are you surprised? And then people were mad at his cabinet picks. It's like he literally did this the last election. Like, why are people surprised by his cabinet picks? Like, that's a little mind blowing to me. Like, why are you surprised? He did this the last time. He essentially summoned the Dark Avengers of his cabinet or cabinet pick. Like, literally had people that had no business in those positions. Like, the last fucking head of fucking Department of Education, what's her name? Betsy DeVos, who was like this Christian fundamentalist, grew up in private schools, like, and her grades were pretty shit on top of that too. So I'm just like, you want her to be in charge of fucking of education? Yeah, great. Another out of touch white woman, rich white woman, and in charge of our children's fucking education. You know what I mean? Like, educational future and shit. Great. Fucking great.
Dude. It yeah, no, like, people fucking forgot.
Yeah.
Or didn't pay attention, a combination of both.
Motherfuckers is ignorant. Shit. That's really what it is.
This dude's, man. What's I always forget her name. Alina Khan?
Wasn't the most searched words after the election. How do I change my vote?
One of. It made the list.
Wow. I didn't know that one. I know tariffs was the most researched option. I didn't know how I
Yeah.
changed my vote was. Crazy.
Immense combo number 2. Like, dude.
No way.
Like, if
No
if we
fucking
recover
way.
from this, right? If we recover from this and we're still like a functioning country
Yeah.
ish, what do you think about like education, man? Like, I really think education like needs to be addressed hard.
Oh yeah, of course,
'Cause
because I'm tired of being held hostage by these fucking battleground states every 4 fucking years.
yeah, like, how the fuck do you not understand that you like ballot integrity? You're doing all these different things to make sure that no one can tamper with your motherfucking vote and stuff, and like you're like, oh well, let me just change it afterwards. Like,
That's crazy. I just couldn't, man.
we-
Like,
we're in the stupidest timeline, man. I don't know what happened.
yeah, like honestly, I can't even watch Idiocracy because I won't be able to laugh. I legit will not. I can't. I won't be able to laugh. I won't be able to laugh at that. I just won't.
Nah, like I completely understand. After Trump's election, the guys from South Park took a break, man, because they're like satire, right? Satire is
Yeah.
the thing that we do. It's
Yeah.
impossible to make satire this. It's already this.
It's like it's not. Yeah, this is like this is we can't make fun of it because it's true.
Yeah, like I already laugh and cry every morning. Hey, oh man, they tell you like tell you what like the Sarah's therapist told her about like just life.
Oh yeah, what?
So Sarah goes to this doctor and she's just trying to like deal with all of this, right? Like life
Right, process her
purpose, what the fuck
emotions.
is going on,
Yeah.
process like all these different things.
Ooh, what is
And this
that?
lady's like, oh, you don't need therapy. You need ayahuasca. You need a fucking soul searching psychedelic breakthrough to like deal with your shit. I'm like, even the therapists
Damn.
have given up, man. Like
Damn, dude.
they're
Just like
like
therapist like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't.
you need to
Here,
you
take
need
some
to go to a different
psychedelics.
dimension.
Here's just to take some psychedelics. Call it a day. Whatever breakthrough you have happen, just report to me on it.
Yeah, man. Actually, do you have a hookup? I'm looking for some. Like,
right? Let me know what you find out. Let me know. Tell me.
Fuck, man. It's hard not to fall into despair, but at the same time, it's just like,
well, like, what else can you really do here?
well, no, you can't. If you let yourself fall into despair, then like you just let it all kind of fall, man. And I guess I like my view is kind of cynical. Like, just I'll be ready. I'll be prepared for my own shit when shit happens.
Yeah.
And then just laugh at all that leopard face eating.
Right. The leopard's in your face.
Oh no! Like the amount, I am astounded by the amount of Trump supporters that are in disability, man.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand? Do you understand that they're gonna take it, right? Like, their Obamacare is the Affordable Care Act. It's the only way.
Like
that
part.
I have 2 neighbors that are like Trumpers, right? And they're like on their little like rascals and shit, and I'm like, man,
you have no idea.
Wow.
You have no idea.
It is. It's gonna be a feast, man. It's gonna be like these leopards are gonna get chunky. I just can't.
They're gonna eat your face.
Yeah. Oh man.
They're gonna eat your face. You have to fuck around and find out, and yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
They
In the
they
trip
said
report.
reset your brain. Reading the comments.
Oh man. I wish.
Which is facts though. That's where we are. That's where we're at. Unfortunately.
I'm just tired of living in historical times, man.
You know what? And that's exactly why I made this fucking podcast, because like our generation is cooked, bro. It's been one historical event since 9/11, my guy. Like
Oh man. It
won't stop.
I just want a reliable transportation system. That's all I request, man. I want to be 90 and see it like a proper trolley metro system that works.
That works.
I don't need much.
Yeah.
That would be my historical moment. Can that be my historical moment? Not financial crashes and shit. Like positive history, you know? Holy
Yeah.
shit. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to really say, because it's just like, because right now, because like the main, because like age wise, like from what I've noticed, they're just like a bunch of just like older, like poor like white people, like in their like 50s and 60s, and like supporting Trump. Like that's like his main base. So like we have to wait until we're in our 50s and 60s for shit to actually change, because at least they'll be dead by then.
That and like I read that also like the Zoomers
Yeah.
is also something that's happening, like younger generations and men.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thought on that? Like I could kind of see it on some dudes that they're like confused and shit, like just tired, I guess. But like at the same time, I'm like not a excuse, not a reason for just saying fuck it all.
Mm.
I don't know if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah. They're the youngings are kind of going through like their edgy phase. Just like total anarchy. Yeah, and truth be told, I felt like if Trump had ran for office around the time like we're all in Job Corps, we would have been pretty much seeing a whole bunch of Trump supporters at Job Corps at that time. I wholeheartedly believe that.
I wasn't as politically informed at the time. I was just
Mhm.
keeping up with English.
Yeah, but like I'm just looking back at some of the people we were hanging around with and shit at the time. I'm just like, oh yeah, you definitely would have been a fucking you would have voted for him. I'm pretty sure you voted for him this time around. So yeah.
Dude, the amount of RFK supporters that just like embraced MAGA after the election.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have like three dudes, one of my coworkers and two friends, and they're like fucking just put on the hat full on, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. Like gateway drugs and shit.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
only
yeah.
real gateway drug.
Yeah. And unfortunately, like that's just it's like ignorance is a choice. Always has been. Especially like in this political shit. Like it keeps going back to how we vote, and like that whole mindset needs to change, and it's not going to anytime soon. So now we have to bring out the little jingle keys to get people's attention. Now we're at this point where now we have to run fucking celebrity candidates and not like these regular milk toast politicians that we just missed the mark this time around.
Dude,
You know,
Jon Stewart president. Jon
where we're
Stewart
at.
president.
That's where
Bill
we're at.
Nye as Department of Education.
I wouldn't. You know what though?
Because we've disappointed the man enough.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Because you know why? He actually has been educating us for years. So hey,
Yeah, let's go.
at least you're putting an academic in that position, right? Like it makes sense. Instead of just some like random out of touch, rich person that doesn't know shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no. This man actually like does some science experiments and shit. Like he knows some shit. I'm down.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Not at all. But it has to make sense, and also it has to be something that he wants to do. But he goes to raves, right?
He goes to raves?
Yeah, Bill Nye goes to raves.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah,
I am so happy.
Yeah, there's this picture of him. I guess he was with his wife or something. But yeah, they're all like dressed up and shit. They were just chilling at a rave. Mm-hmm. He was dressed for the part and everything. You wouldn't even know it was Bill Nye until you really like got to look at his face.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like, should we just fully embrace the WWE style for this election and just like come up with celebrity picks for like the Democratic contenders, man? Like just like
right, just whoever cuts the best promo,
Oh my god.
Oh shoot. I can't even look at some of my wrestling legends the same after this shit because some of them are hardcore Trump supporters. I'm just like, oh no, like Undertaker. I got to take you off my Mount Rushmore of top wrestlers now, just because of that. Gotta take you off. Man. Like, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, on one hand, right? Like the appeal of Trump is that at least for like regular people that that live paycheck to paycheck and shit, right? Like I get why they vote for him, but at the same time, there's not a single policy that Trump has implemented during his 4 years where you actually benefited from. Motherfuckers forgot about that.
Yeah, no. They just the feels, man.
Yeah, like my whole thing is just like you can't explain to me like why markets recovered before anyone got their first fucking stimulus check during COVID. But yet they want to blame regular people getting fucking regular unemployment for the inflation. But yet $21 trillion was pumped into fucking Wall Street. But that had no effect on inflation. All right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's just motherfucking stimulus checks, man.
Right. Oh, and then hold on, wait. Did you hear about that? That's another reason why people voted for Trump, because of stimulus checks.
Because of like the pandemic stimulus checks?
No. Apparently, there was somewhere in one of these forums, I guess, that Trump had promised stimulus checks if he became president again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh
yeah.
my fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was
I'm
part
mad,
of that.
I'm disappointed. Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad. Fuck it.
Yepers. Here we are. Here we fucking are. We got sold out because eggs were too expensive and a promise of money. Yeah.
Fucking propaganda, man. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the ghost of Bernie Sanders is gonna haunt us for years, and he's not even dead.
I hope so. I hope so, man.
This was like, we're gonna like look back at this. People like political scientists are gonna look back at this 100 years from now and gonna wonder, like, damn, how did that happen? How did that happen? Here's where we are now.
Like, man.
bolstered a fake populace and took a shit on an actual one. Like the thing is, like there is the whole rhetoric against Bernie. Oh, he's a socialist, this, that, and the third. Yet this country has been in bed with socialism ever since the New Deal. So I don't know what people are really talking about here, because you want to talk about a real like Red Scare, like during the Great Depression, this country was one policy away from going full communist until the New Deal came out.
Wait. I don't know about this.
Oh, bruh. All right. So, during the Great Depression, people were fucking pissed off. Very rightly so. So, there was a lot of talks of communism, and it was spreading massively through like the poor population in the country.
Like so people embracing communism?
Yeah, people legitimately embracing communism until the New Deal came out. So FDR got some of the top socialists during that time and came up with legislation that made up the New Deal, thus saving the country from going full communism.
Shit.
Yeah, socialism saved the country from communism. In case you didn't fucking know. Know your history.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this isn't some conspiracy. This is a known fucking fact and has been for years.
Like, it's insane to me, man. And that's why part of me is kind of like just let them go through the growing pains of a nation, because the U.S. is young as fuck, right? So like,
yeah. Sorry.
I guess we're hearing puberty or some shit.
Yeah.
Because coming from a country with like jokes of social programs, if you could even call them that, like,
right.
It's crazy over here, man. Like the things that can help you out in a rough time that are taken for granted, like unemployment and shit. I'm like, if you feel bad about taking unemployment, go like volunteer after you get like your feet all settled and get your shit all together. But like the existence of it it's fantastic, man. It'll save you from having a really rough time. So the amount of people that depend on that shit but then don't want it because they call people lazy, it just holy shit. It just baffles me, man.
Right. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
People just don't know, and they're gonna have to feel it, I guess.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yep. And
so millennials are not doing so good.
No. No. And when it comes to this whole like political shit, like I have to tune out because I feel like I know I want to sit here and say like I know too much, but I know enough. You know? Yeah. I know enough, and I know, and I've done enough, research as I could to not like lose my mind on this shit, and just like it's like this is where, because of these policies in the past, this is the trajectory of like where we're going. And now is just like, okay, what's the next step from here? Where do we go from here? And I don't know. And I honestly don't know. The only solutions that I have right now are just fixing shit from the past. But how much of that's going to have effect on the future? Because it's just right now we're at the mercy of the most like uneducated like voting base. People that literally fall for all sorts of like propaganda. So it's just like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know enough on like like where we're going. Is it's just, and I'm not gonna lose sleep over this shit either. Like I'm trying. That's why I like tuned out of social media for a little bit because of it, and like because I just can't. I just can't. I can't deal with the shit.
And I only had a Facebook before, and I uninstalled it. I just have the Messenger part of it. Honestly, like
Yeah, same here. I only
I was
have
like,
Messenger now. Like I might pop on, when Facebook forces me to watch a video, then I might go through my feed. But other than that, though, like I don't have the actual Facebook app on my phone anymore. Like I might just pop on like on my computer and just like see what's up, and then that's it. But
yeah, I have it over here on my computer, but like I haven't felt the need to check it out.
no,
Uh, fucking, it's like this not scary. The word the word scary is not the right word.
it's a
The
lot of
part that I'm
uncertainty.
worried. Well, no, like besides
Mhm.
that, right? Like,
Okay.
okay, will I get more politically involved, campaign with for some shit, or like join a support group or whatever, right? Like whatever the hell I do.
Hmm.
But the one that I'm preparing for, just in case, is the birthright shit, because that's the only reason I'm here.
Right.
If they try to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
retroactive, if they try to go retroactive with that shit, uh, even though I'm a veteran, they also deport veterans. So
Hmm.
I'm over here like, let me just make sure I do have some shit to go to if that happens. Um, that's the only thing that I'm like preparing myself for. But I'm not making any like, oh, let me sell everything over here and ah, like nothing crazy. Just like more like mental
I get you.
scenarios, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Because one of my homegirls, she's a dreamer. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like even if she marries her boyfriend, which I don't, because I know her boyfriend was born here, but I don't know if his parents are. You know what I mean? So even if
Oh
they get
shit.
married, they're still kind of SOL though, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, like it's a catch-22, and I'm
Yep.
just like, and then also like one of my other coworkers, she was born here, but she grew up in Juarez all her life, shit. So she could easily get deported as well.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And meanwhile, the
Um.
Latino men that showed up for Trump, just like, oh no, he's not gonna get rid of us. He's the one that gets rid of all the criminals. Nah, nigga, he's getting rid of you too. Because
Dude.
like the main dude who was talking about, oh yeah, like they asked him like, oh, what if grandma was there? Like, are you gonna deport her too? Yeah, well, if grandma's there and she's undocumented, she's going too. So yeah, everyone but finna fuck around and find out.
Oh
Everybody,
man.
everybody.
That shit, man. That shit blew my mind. I'm like, okay. All right,
I,
we'll see each other across the border, man.
that's what I'm saying. And you know what though? Here's the thing. Like I thought I was being like controversial, like the first time Trump ran, and I said this before about Latinos supporting Trump, and I'm just like this is giving. I'm paraphrasing here because I'm trying to like not get canceled, but it's essentially giving me Uncle Ruckus vibes from Boondocks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is all right. Like this is it. This is okay. You
Dude, like
think that?
when I was in high school, there was this group of kids that were in the news because they were the Nazi sympathizers of Oaxaca,
Oh
and like
God.
they dressed in full like SS and everything.
Oh
The motherfucker
no.
were browner than coffee, man. Like it just I like
Browner than coffee. Damn.
like
Like
my dude.
Hitler would have killed you during the Holocaust, right? Like
Yeah,
you would have been in a
like
concentration camp.
mm. So like everyone just laughed pretty hard at these motherfuckers, man. Like, and they were like
Right.
out, gone for Like, it just,
Yeah.
I'm baffled constantly. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm just, these people.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. Because it's just like, what do you like the signs have been there because I don't know what it is about migrants, but when migrants think they're white adjacent, that they think they're fine, but really the reality is they know they're not. Like Asian community got their nigga wake up call during COVID. I'm just saying. Remember that?
So,
Remember the Asian violence that was happening during COVID? Crazy work, right?
yeah.
Like, nah, no,
Like,
nope. They weren't talking about you. You're not included in the plan. Never have been.
they have a color for you too, motherfucker.
They coming for you too. Sorry to say. So
I have to still verify it because I just saw it this morning. But this thing that apparently like a lot of Asian people were like against DEI and all that stuff in colleges because it was letting in the wrong people. But now after this election, they're starting to just exclude them as well. And I'm like,
crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
Huh.
Guess what? You got a color too?
Yeah. Sorry, you forgot you were a minority. Sorry.
Oh, dude.
Fuck around and find out. Hashtag fuck around and find out. That's what we on right now.
I've been seeing this shit a lot. Like, do you agree with the like in my head it's a little bit like coping, but at the same time like I don't blame anybody because I don't have to put up with it. But like the completely cutting off family after the election thing.
Oh man, listen. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Luckily, I don't really have to deal with that as far as like political views because at least growing up in my family, like we didn't really talk about political shit. You know? Like I didn't get I really didn't get politically savvy probably not until like I honestly want to say until like when Trump ran for president.
And I think that that's just a mistake, man. I think that families should talk about politics because, like, Republicans do, man. And it's like, oh, Jesus this, Jesus that, vote Republican.
Yeah.
I think it's a mistake because people try to kind of see it as like, oh, well, I'm imposing. I'm like, no, you're sharing your opinion.
Yeah, but then at the same time, though, right? Like, I get why people don't want to fuck with their family members anymore because, like, imagine dealing with somebody that literally voted to take your rights away.
Oh no, I get that part. I'm just saying, like, I think the fact that families don't discuss politics within families, like, it has this tendency of being seen as unpolite to ask or answer or discuss. I think that's been changing lately, but like I talked to a lot of people that were like, "Oh, well, my dad is Republican, so I'm Republican," and I'm like, that makes no sense.
Right.
It's not the Packers, motherfucker. Like it's it's government.
Yet the same thing can be honestly said about religion too, though. Like, that's just how it is. Like, people inherit like what they're around. Like, we're like to some degree, like we're all products of our environment, right?
Yeah.
So like I get that. And it's pretty much up to that person whether they want to, wake the fuck up and like at least not even wake the fuck up, but at least like come to the conclusion on your own. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, there's not enough of that. So I get what you mean in that regard, like having an actual discussion to see like where people are at. But but my whole thing is just like when I hear stories about, oh well, my husband voted this way and I'm getting divorced. Like you knew what he was about when you let that man put that ring on your finger. You should have known.
Yeah,
You should have known then. So why are you getting divorced now?
and then some of them like that they hide that shit.
Yeah.
But like I would imagine there's like signs.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like again, I don't have to put up with it. So I can see
Right.
how it would be, especially because like some people are exactly like they are on fucking chats,
Yeah.
loud and annoying and shit, and I'm like, holy shit, man, you're like a life-size troll.
Hmm.
Uh, but
It's
I'm still
it,
hopeful though.
it's fucked up.
And
You
yeah,
just
no,
went.
fully embrace. You have to embrace the suck. If you don't embrace the suck, then it never hits you. You know?
It won't. Yeah, it won't ever hit you at all. That's facts.
Yeah, yeah. So like, you just gotta like real fucking just motorboat the suck. Just
Motorboat
really
this suck.
embrace it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fully fucking embrace it, man. Otherwise, it owns you.
Right.
Uh, so I'll bitch about the suck and shit, but like I also trying to think about how to like live with the suck and not be as affected by the suck.
Right. I feel it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, like moving forward, like there's really only so much you can do. Like you kind of just right now is just you just take it day by day. It's literally like playing it by ear right now because we don't really know. Truth be told, we don't really know what Trump is gonna do once he get in the office. Who knows? Maybe the Republican Party just might be like, all right, well, like we don't have to really be afraid of him anymore. And that's kind of what I was honestly after January 6th. That's kind of what I was kind of hoping that the whole party would kind of like the Republican Party would kind of like have like all right, well, all right, this has gone on long enough. Like this isn't it. Man literally tried to
And I
like overturn democracy, but unfortunately things didn't happen that way.
that's my fear. Like I think they opened the box and they don't know exactly what they did, man. Like
Mhm.
um and people try to like give Donald Trump credit for like 4D chess and shit. Uh I I don't think the man is smart. I think just he's a very useful tool.
Right. He's a
Uh
useful idiot in the grand scheme of things.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Useful narcissist, man. You just have to give him what he wants, which is
Mhm.
attention, fucking pseudo respect and shit.
Right.
Uh, so and he has a skewed ass view of what respect looks like.
Right. Yeah.
Uh, so fucking. I just worry about like our economy and shit, you know.
Yeah. Right. Cuz if let's just say, right, imperfect timeline, he implements the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like all right, things are more expensive now. My only hope is that like when that shit gets bad enough and then like I hope his base kind of like turns on him just like, "Hey, we didn't want this. You were supposed to help fix this." Right? So, I can like I said, like I feel like the worst needs to happen so that his base will kind of be like, "Oh, oh, oh." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this isn't it. Unfortunately, I feel like certain minority groups are gonna have to suffer for it. You know, like before, it was kind of like, especially like, for like trans people, it was just like, all right, we're okay. You know, now it's just like, here we go again. This is gonna start. This is gonna suck for them again.
Dude. What do you think about like the way that he gets covered in media?
Oh, Trump. Oh man, listen.
Yeah.
I swear to, from both sides of the aisle, like
Yeah.
especially like CNN and like the quote unquote like left leaning type of like mainstream media, they dropped the ball on that one severely. They they definitely had a hand in keeping people not as informed they should have been, for sure.
Dude. Like,
But the
I
thing
just
is
feel like
that they want ratings. That's all they care
yeah,
about. Ratings. They serve ratings. Like corporate media, like that's all they care about. Whatever's gonna get eyes on their channel, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna prioritize first. And unfortunately, that's just the state of like mainstream journalism now. And then you have
dude.
like independent media, kind of like they're not even independent anymore. Truth be told, it's just like whoever pays them, that's who they're gonna have on. Like another reason why like Trump got the appeal that he did, because he went on podcasts. Like he was podcasting it the fuck up during his campaign.
Yeah.
So he reached a lot more people that way. You know?
Yeah, Kamala went more like mainstream on that shit. She went to a
Yeah.
podcast, but not
No,
enough, man.
not enough. Honestly, had Kamala went on the Joe Rogan podcast, different shit would have been. I don't know. I won't say it would have changed the outcome of the election, but I felt like she would at
I
least
don't think
perform
so.
better than what she did. But apparently, Kamala
Yeah,
passed on Rogan, and that was
yeah, like I don't think
that was a mistake.
I think it was a mistake, but at the same time, I don't think it would have made that big of a difference. Cause I don't know, man. Like, would Rogan have a honest combo? Like,
I personally would
or
think
it's more
so.
about the reach? Like,
So the thing is with Rogan is that he feeds off of energy. Like with Joe Rogan, he is only as smart as the last person that he's had on his show. Like he's supposed to be
okay,
like the average Joe kind of like bro, meathead type of like audience, right? So if he had
okay.
Kamala on there, like that, like the nonsense would have been out, and like he would have, you know what I mean? Like he would have been really privy to like the no nonsense that Kamala would have been on. And that's how he would have actually had a real like dialogue with her. You know? And maybe he could have slipped in, so you're gonna legalize weed in there type shit. So, could have shoehorned that in there somewhere along the way. But,
Dude.
Jokingly, of course, though. Like, obviously that probably wouldn't happen, but at least,
Hey, man.
yeah.
She did a fucking pod joke on the Jon Stewart podcast.
Jon Stewart.
They were talking about not just, well, he does, but no, not that one. Fuck. Stern.
Oh, Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. Yeah.
Okay.
So she was on his podcast, and they were talking about the Vegas Dome, and how it's like an absolute experience, right, to go and shit.
Right.
And she's like, just go with a clear mind.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, you mean not high?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, shit. Is that a pot joke?
That was a pot joke. That was definitely.
Uh,
It was some kind of joke.
yeah. Um, I think I definitely agree with the fact that she should have done more podcasts, because she did spend a lot of money on just very few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Could have covered a lot more
Yeah.
ground. And I
Yeah.
think that they should have like let Tim Walz be Tim Walz, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know when it started feeling like he was more coached all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I think that shit should have not happened, man. I really liked him.
Yeah, no. I think he was a good he was definitely like a good pick
Yeah,
for sure.
man.
He was definitely like a good that was a good VP pick, you know. But unfortunately people don't see it that way. But in my personal opinion, Tim Walz was definitely like, all right, like he had the appeal of just like, oh
Yeah,
hey, like a lot of people could relate to him. Like we all know someone in our lives that acts like Tim Walz or met
dude.
someone.
Like, I saw that shit on a lot of interviews on Fox.
Yeah,
Like, people being like, "Hey, don't say that about him. He kind of looks like my uncle or some shit."
right,
I'm
exactly.
like, yeah, he's relatable as fuck, man. I'm pretty sure I had a teacher like him before.
Exactly. Like we've all met someone in our lives that was like him. So yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. So as far as like the strategy for Kamala wasn't bad. It was just I just felt like she had a lot going against her
oh yeah,
from the jump because of just there was no primary, you know. If at least if there was a primary and she got the backing like that, then people would have been more receptive, I feel like. But just because, Biden dropped out so late and
that man.
and what was crazy is like there were already like signs like I want to say like the beginning of last year, like you had like the squad pretty much telling Biden like, "Hey, don't run. Do not run."
Yeah, make
And
it about transformation, man. Make it about like, oh, the Republicans are gonna run this old dude. We're gonna run the new generation or some shit. Like,
mhm,
missed opportunities.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. And unfortunately, it came down to what we got to, you know. But had Biden dropped out, and then we would have had a much different sentiment going into like, all right, who's going to be president and all that. Um, I know for sure, what's her name was backing Gavin Newsom very, very toughly.
uh,
What's her name? Former Speaker of the House,
Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy Pelosi. Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, she
yeah,
pushes him hard. I'm
yeah,
like, nope,
she really wanted
nope.
Gavin Newsom like toughly to run, but
I I'm in California and I vote for the man because I have no choice at the moment.
you have no choice.
Uh,
There is no
at
one
the
else.
moment, no. But fuck, man, his budget is trash. The budget management in California is trash, man. Like, I
Mm,
do understand the complaints, uh, and I think if they don't get smart with it and just go for like looks instead of policy,
mhm.
shit's gonna get funky in California.
I believe it. I fucking believe it.
And I don't want to wake up like you did, be like, fuck, they turned it purple or they turned it red. Just there was like a point during the pandemic when he was gonna get like there was gonna be like a special election, right, to get him out, and he basically just sent money to Californians from the excess of the budget, and I'm
Wow.
like,
He bought
dude,
his way.
basically,
He paid the right people.
I'm like, wait, motherfucker, excess that okay, there's excess. Use it for something that we need, like the roads, uh, something, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
So it's hard to defend him. It's really I'm a policy-driven person, so like it's really hard to like be like, "Yay, blue! Fuck, man! Can we please run someone better?"
Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't like the man.
Yeah. I wish we had better leaders to choose from, but unfortunately, we just don't.
Man, let's
What
run.
did it say? What? Huh?
Let's run, man. Let's go.
Let's go. Me and
Let's
you.
run.
You'll be my VP.
Let's go.
No, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I ain't got
The White House is gonna say Feliz Navidad on the decorations and shit.
Feliz Navidad. Oh shit.
Bring a rosca de reyes and shit and be like, yeah, man.
It's kind of like, during the Obama years where he just kept inviting a whole bunch of rappers to the White House.
Oh my god. Gonna make the White House look like Coco for the holidays, man. Just like...
Frills.
Oh man.
Yeah, nah, that's how. I mean, like, listen, that's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta
do. I don't know how much time I need to cope, I'm still in coping mode.
Right. Because it's just like, all right, because Biden's still technically president for at least like another month or so. So
yeah,
it's interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Now, I will say though, there have been some victories. Because like at least he's not doing whatever the fuck he wants, because he already had that one guy drop out, Matt Gaetz, for Attorney General.
yeah.
So,
dude, I can't believe that people are not talking about this more, or at least I haven't heard it as much. Like they mentioned it and then they dropped it.
Yeah.
The fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene just like basically told on everyone, it's like, oh, you're gonna make him report public? Well, let us all dance under the sunlight. I'm like, did she just admit that there's a bunch of ethics reports and shit on more than just Matt Gaetz?
All right. Are you surprised though?
No. I am not surprised whatsoever. There's a reason why Grindr crashes during their fucking conventions and shit. The only time I found myself agreeing with Cruz was no Santos was that like he's like, just come out, boys. I'm like, yep, just come out, man. Self-hating, self-hating motherfuckers. But why is no one in the Republican Party pushing Marjorie Taylor Greene to like drop some names? Who is it, Marjorie? Who is it?
What do you know?
Oh my god, man. The
What do
hypocrisy.
you know?
The motherfucking hypocrisy. It it just crickets, man.
It's always like that. It's always been that way.
I know. But like when it's about money and shit, cool, whatever.
Hmm.
But when it's about human trafficking, it's kind of like I thought we I thought that's something that at least we shared as common ground.
It's like
The
not the children,
children.
not the
Think about
children.
the children.
Think about the
And
children.
now
When
and
it's
we
when
can't even agree on that.
when it's time to think about the children. Nah, like
Like,
I'm about to go completely like mask off about anyone that says like, oh, about the children. Y'all don't give a fuck about kids.
nah, they don't.
Y'all really don't give a fuck about kids. Let's just stop the bullshit right there.
Nah, they don't, man. Like, just, mm. It's gonna be some interesting 4 years, man.
Yeah.
Arm ourselves with much comedy and at least for me, lots of weed.
I respect it.
Jeez, man.
Nah, because it's like the whole thing with like abortion and all that shit. Oh, you're killing babies and all that shit. Like, nah, a lot of pro-lifers are not. They're really pro-birth at the end of the day. They just
Mm-hmm.
want people to have kids because you don't. Because the thing is that like they don't advocate for the children that are here now.
Yeah.
Like, if you are going to force people to have kids, then why not at least support policies that would make the environment better for kids? And you don't. Like, we should be if saving the lives of children is your mission, you feel like this is something that you need to do, then I don't know, crazy idea, maybe support pay family leave, better wages, free childcare, you know, shit like
But
that.
that's socialism, Bijan. That's socialism.
Oh, right.
Socialism is
The
bad, remember?
socialism's bad. I'm sorry. What was I thinking? Fuck was I on? I'm sorry. That just makes it. Damn, I thought I was cooking for a moment. God damn it.
Back to the whiteboard, man.
Back to the fucking whiteboard. Nah, dude. But seriously though, it's like I see it all the time. It's just like, all right, if you're gonna force these women to have children, let's really talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's really talk about it. How much do you really care about kids? Let's put that shit to the test. Because remember that one
Yeah,
kid
no.
that was raped and she had to go to a whole nother state to get an abortion?
Yep.
Right when Roe v. Wade got overturned?
Yep.
And all the Republicans that were asking about the question, crickets. They had nothing to say about that.
Dude, I stopped like listening to these motherfuckers after this case, not in the States, but in Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this girl, uh disclaimer, gets a little ugly.
Okay.
Friggin' she gets pregnant from her grandfather, I believe,
Oh no.
and she doesn't really understand what's going on, like how she got pregnant. She's like 12.
Jesus.
Uh, and there's a video of her saying, "Please get this out of me. Please get this out of me," to the doctors. And the Catholic Church intervened because her abortion got approved, and then the Catholic Church was like, "No," and she had to have this baby. Uh, man, like after that shit, I was like, no, no, no. If you advocate for that to happen to a child, uh, you're gonna have, if you believe in heaven and hell and shit, you're gonna have a very rude awakening, cause there's no way. There's no way.
Satan's gonna be like, so.
So you thought you were in the right? Like,
I got something to
oh,
tell you,
man.
fam.
Yeah. It broke my heart, man. It just had hearing her say that shit. I'm like, this girl does not understand
No,
what a baby is, what happened to
just
her.
literal
Nothing, man.
babies,
Like,
literal babies having babies. Like that used
literal.
to that used to just mean like parents not knowing what the fuck what they're doing, right? But now we're in an
Yeah.
era of babies literally having babies. Like that's a literal term now.
Yeah, no.
that before that shit happened, babies having babies like had a whole different meaning. Now it went to an actual literal one.
Yeah, no.
And the thing is that like people think that like you ban abortion, banning abortions does not stop abortions.
No,
It
does
just stops
not.
them from having safe abortions. Right?
Man.
And then like if you get into like a medical term of what like an abortion is, a C-section actually follows in that category.
Careful, they're gonna ban C-sections too, man.
That's what I'm
These
saying.
motherfuckers.
Like medically, like the medical term of an abortion, C-section follows along those lines. Like you're terminating the pregnancy. That's all an abortion is. So now women are not gonna have that choice of having a C-section now. Like you just open up a whole fucking can of worms with that, with with a massive abortion ban. Like,
Yeah, and with the way the loopholiness of the law,
uh,
it it just opens itself up for like just too much interpretation, man. Like
exactly.
that shit, you're like, oh, it's technically an abortion, so C-sections are bad, or like in vitro because you made this baby, or like not in vitro, like the other one, um, IVF,
Okay.
um, like all this progress, man, is gonna go to shit because of like something that should not be in politics, fucking religion.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just does not
Yeah.
belong there.
Like the thing is because like the whole abortion argument is either at best of religion at I can't even say at like I would say like at its worst it's a religious argument at its worst, and then like at its best it's just like a moral argument. But
Mm-hmm.
even then, people shouldn't be forced to be parents, period.
No,
Like I
nah, man.
wholeheartedly agree. There's some people that should not have kids, and no one should be forced to have kids if they're not living in an ideal environment to have a child.
Dude, that would be proof of intelligent design. If the people that are not shouldn't be parents, man, like they're not, their brain is not capable of this. They were the ones that couldn't have babies, but
Exactly.
magically, like bloop, done.
And my whole thing is like, if you're gonna force people to have kids, then you have to advocate for an environment for that child to thrive.
Yeah,
And if you're not advocating for that, then you really don't give a fuck about kids.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Oh, baby
Fucking
killer.
agree, man.
All right. Well, then why not make it ideal so that way a motherfucker doesn't have to get an abortion? Make an ideal environment for that. Like that's not where your fight ends if you're really pro-life.
Yeah,
Because that includes everything that happens after the child's born.
it's real fucking easy, man. Like they're all cute and tiny and shit. It's like have you ever heard of that phenomenon where like people just like the idea of the baby face
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of lose interest in the child after they get out of that baby face?
Right. Yep.
They kind of like comparing them to puppies and shit. Like I'm like they're a person, man. They're gonna be an adult,
Exactly.
and your entire job is to teach this tiny little human being how to do that
Right.
shit.
Exactly. Because I'll be honest with you, I didn't ask to be here. If I knew I had to pay bills the rest of my life, I'd have been like, hey, if I had the choice, I would have sit this one out.
And that's the thing, man. Like I've been asked before, like, oh well, if your mom had thought about aborting you, what would you have done? And I'm like, would my mom be better off if she would have had that abortion? Okay, cool. I would be okay with it. As a living human being right now, if I knew that me being aborted would have meant that my mom would have been better off. Okay.
All right.
So like it's not the own man. I'm like I would have not had a choice. I had no choice.
Right.
I just existed.
Nobody
So
asked to be here.
yeah.
No matter how you slice it, there was no consent for us to even want to live.
Yeah.
Let alone want to die, right? So it's a
Yeah.
catch-22 either way.
Yep. So like fucking I don't know, man. It's we can get into the morality of it all we want, but like
Yeah.
ultimately there's plenty of evidence that the system we follow right now does not work.
No.
So let's try some shit, man. Like holy shit. Um and yeah, no. That's it. I got nothing. Like it like the hypocrisy of it really like I can't put up with it.
It'll drive you crazy. It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
To say the least.
Yeah, because normally the people that are that moral in the way they like preach and shit are also the people that are like not following those said rules normally.
Right.
So like
yeah, so like for the no one's really watching, but hey. But I will just say though, for any like Trump supporter that might be watching this right now, just so you know, if they do a mass like abortion ban, those rich people you've been supporting are still gonna have abortions.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Like they have a stockpile of the day after pill in their garage or some shit, man. Like they're good.
They're all right. You poor motherfuckers, though. I'm sorry to tell you, but hey, if you get pregnant, you can't afford that child. I don't know what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if you live in a state where abortion is illegal, which is crazy work because like a lot of those red states, when it was like on some of the ballots, like a lot of women showed up for that.
They did?
Yeah. Surprisingly. So like populism, like populist ideas, like they can thrive. It's just like we just don't have the right mouthpiece. Or a mouthpiece that people will fucking listen to.
That man, because like people try to say like, oh well, the Democratic Party, like they're talking about policy and all these different things, but they really don't know how to connect with people.
Nope. There's been a disconnect with the Democratic Party, and it's been glaring ever since the 2016 election. There's been a major disconnect with the Democratic Party when like regular people. Fucking Hillary didn't even campaign in those battleground states. she just automatically assumed she just had the vote. Like, do you not know that your husband's policy hurt that region the most with NAFTA? You got some explaining to do, bitch.
And that region got affected so hard with NAFTA, right? And then
so I see
like
why.
NAFTA 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, like, I
and they
see
still
why.
vote for the motherfucker.
Right. Because, like, like during that time, like, I see why people in that area don't really like Hillary Clinton. Like, nah, she took her jabs. So shit. So, like, I get it, but, like, damn, Hillary, have some explaining to do. Like, hey, maybe, I don't know, we'll bring something back. We'll do something. Like, you didn't try and put a Band-Aid on those concerns. Nothing. Shit.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not a damn
man.
fucking
This
thing.
This is the moment to take it back to like stick figure levels of explaining, man. Like
Stick figures. Like I said, jingle keys, little jingle keys.
Yeah.
you gotta dangle the jingle keys so they might understand like what this is. You gotta talk to them like, hey,
yeah.
Where's Steve from Blue's Clues? We need him back.
Like fucking people were giving shit to AOC for like after the election being like, hey, people that voted for me but voted for Trump, what's up? I'm like, no, she needs to know what the questions and the misunderstanding was, man. Like, people giving her shit for it. I'm like, then how do you expect to understand what went wrong?
Exactly. God forbid, a politician is trying to actually get in touch with her base. Wow, crazy concept.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. Conversations with us plebs, man. Oh no.
Oh no.
Jeez. Yeah, no, man. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy to like understand. But it's a lot of right now, it's a lot of playing it by ear. Just be as ready as you can be. As a cis-head black dude, I don't really know where I fall in line in all this. I don't know what's next for us. I really don't. But it's seemingly like we're taking the rap for fucking Trump being in office. They always like to blame black men for shit like this. I'm just like, nah. Like, I still, like, despite me not liking Kamala, I still voted for her. But yet, there are people that hate Kamala and didn't vote for her. We're not the same. Our reasoning is not the same.
Yeah.
No.
Again. Yeah, like it
built different.
For me. Yeah. Freaking. Like it wasn't my favorite thing to do, but like
no, we still did shit.
Yeah. Bigger picture and shit, man. Holy shit.
That's yep. That part.
But the last time Trump won, I did say that in a way him winning, it's this is a Mexican saying, sacar los trapitos al sol, which is like bring out your undies to dry. So basically, like, I think that there's like something with laundry too, like a saying in English.
Yeah. I'm hanging your dirty laundry out to dry.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Trump, like, for the people that are not like super politically engaged,
right?
He brought out those things, man. Like it just showed how there already was a problem politically in the country. Um, when we went on vacation right after he won, like number 2, 3 question I got after people found out that I came from the States, was that like, so Trump, so he won, and I'm like, I I did not vote for him, man.
Yeah.
Back. So it's like make or break moment, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's where we're at. Unfortunately. I hate that we're here, but we're fucking here.
Yeah.
We're here.
Come on. What's one more historical event?
You know what? At this point, right?
Gotta close the 40s, with a bang and shit.
Right, dude.
Can't get to our
Crazy.
40s without fucking some crazy ass chapter. Let's go.
Right.
Uh,
Because middle school was 9/11. 9/11 and then like the war on terror.
yeah.
And then the economy crashed after that.
Yep.
Oh god. And then we got Bin Laden. Somewhere
Man, we
along the
got him.
way. We got him. Oh, right. Black guy became president, which was kind of cool. And then Trump became president, and it's like, oh, this isn't really cool anymore.
No.
Post-racial society, my
dude,
ass.
it was my last couple of months in the military when he won, and I remember going to medical, right, to like finish my paperwork and get out.
Mhm.
And every building has the chain of command, a bunch of little pictures of the chain of command, and his picture is the most ridiculous presidential picture I've ever seen.
Oh god.
Like, he has to be special on everything, man. Uh, it, it can't be just a normal fucking picture. It like the flag was like blurred in the background. Everything is centered on him. Like his narcissism, man. It's crazy. And now I'm gonna go to the VA and have to see that shit. I'll take a picture of the new one. Yeah, I'll take a picture of the new one, man, and I'll show you.
God.
Ugh.
Dude.
No.
No. So it makes me wonder. I'm telling you, what's next is so before we hit our 40s, it's gonna be World War III, and World War III is gonna be fought by Tesla robots.
Oh my god. Will they be on our side? Who knows?
Who knows?
Because this shit, man, with Ukraine.
Man, it just got worse.
You,
It got worse because now Trump is president.
yep.
And then
Yeah, no, like Ukraine has until January to make a big enough dent. Because after that, they're gonna start getting support, at least from the US, and the EU needs to like fucking reorganize their budget.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a shit show. No lie.
Now I just wonder what happens with like the lobbyists for the military industrial complex. Like what game do they play here? Because if there is a war, they benefit greatly. If there isn't, what's up?
Just when you thought the war economy was dead.
Oh no, man.
It's about
that shit has been happening since what? Like the Romans? There's people profiting off people dying for fucking ever.
Yeah. I mean, there's people profiting off of fucking keeping people in prison. So
Yeah, too. That too, man.
So of course,
Gonna
it's
there,
it's a shit show.
there's gonna be a lot of people picking vegetables and shit like in prison.
In prison, I mean,
Yeah, man. If they actually
mean,
deport people the way they want to, or saying they want to,
that's what the 13th Amendment was for. It was designed for that, so I'm not surprised.
yeah. No.
Because once they abolished slavery, they still needed something in its place to kind of like to justify the free labor, and that was the 13th Amendment.
Dude.
So yeah, that amendment's about to get real active if they manage to deport, all the migrant workers who pretty much like this country relies on, like the economy relies on that labor.
Hard.
Always has. This country's economy cannot thrive off of expensive labor. Like at my job, like once I kind of learn the ins and outs of just like how like because like once you get hired, like get promoted up the ladder in my job, you kind of learn the business side of things, and it's really disgusting to me. It truly is. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like how like the justification of wages and shit, where like the company is already making a profit. Like you could pay people a little bit more, a livable wage. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. It's just, but also it's a catch-22 also as well, because like the caliber of people we hire, I swear, it's just like y'all just let anybody apply, huh? So it's all.
That's I kind of lucked out, man. Like the two companies I've worked for, the one right now is owned by um some country in Europe,
Yeah.
and they like basically are, like give us the bare essentials and then some. But it's like they're like think they're making out like bandits. They're like, oh, we don't have to cover this, and this, and this, and I'm like, oh, wait, I get benefits. Holy shit! Okay, I like this.
Benefits.
Yeah, man, like they give us a bunch of benefits that like other companies wouldn't.
Mm.
And we're like it's I find it funny, like probably in their original country, like that they have to do like way more than that. Whew. Um, shit, I lost my train of thought.
Nah, you're good.
There it goes.
No, this is the right stage. I gotta do the Castlevania stage. Man.
Yeah.
Where do we go? Where do we go from here? That is the $1 million question.
It's like we're at that hurry up and wait stage.
Hurry up and wait.
Like, yeah.
Well,
Hey, all you can do is like get ready, build a bunch of like hypotheticals in your head and shit, and then wait.
mm,
But I fucking hate to hurry up and wait.
I feel it.
Hate it. But
Yeah. Shit, we've been talking for like 2 hours.
holy smokes, man.
Shit. Well,
Are we gonna go for like a standard or just
I mean,
let
just
the conversation
just whatever the conversation takes us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah. But I think we've covered. Well, we covered a lot in like one topic. I guess we could try and aim for something different next time. Whatever's going on in the world. I kind of want to talk about this Drake situation, but you're not too privy to what's been going on in the hip hop world. But there's some crazy shit that's been going down.
I'm down to be educated, man.
Okay.
I'm down to learn.
All right. We'll save it for next Sunday then, because there's a whole storyline that has to be explained, and that's almost like an hour and a half conversation itself. So,
holy shit! Does it come with a PowerPoint, man?
Does it come with a PowerPoint? I can only give you a timeline, and you have to figure it the fuck out from there.
Oh man, I'm over here like gonna be making it on Paint, just like making a little timeline and shit, just following along. I'm like, okay, all right, who was it again?
So Drake, all right, and Kendrick Lamar, all right, Pusha T. Oh, okay, all right. I'm following. Kanye West.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I heard about like the Nazi shit with Kanye West. That's what I know.
Yeah, no, but Kanye. But the thing is, Kanye plays a part in the beef too.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, Kanye has his part in the Drake beef. Yeah, and with Kendrick Lamar, a very small role, but a role nonetheless. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack, but I think this is a good little footnote to close off on. So,
sounds good.
Thank you, whoever came by and watched. Appreciate the engagement. I know it was a little early for some of those in my immediate circle that probably couldn't make it, but it'll be on here on YouTube. 2 hours of just talking nonsense and just but thank you for showing up, and thank you again, Maddie, for being my co-host, coming with me on this podcast journey. But we'll do this again next Sunday for sure.
This was a much needed cathartic session. We've been holding off and having a conversation about this topic for a very long time, and holy shit.
All right.
Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thank you for coming by, and until next time. All right.